Except for the cancer, most of the adult disease are related with cardiovascular problems, including arteriosclerosis, which can strike anyone over the age of 40. Arteriosclerosis is a disease in which arterial wall is hardened and lost elasticity. Breathing, walking, thinking, all these are possible because of the energy provided by the blood. And blood vessels should be in healthy state for an easier transportation of blood. But good percentage of population are suffering from cardiovascular disease such as arteriosclerosis. Today, in the Oriental Medical Digest, we'll introduce treatments for arteriosclerosis. Arteriosclerosis doesn't occur overnight. It may start during the teens or 20s and becomes evident after a few decades. One cannot feel any symptoms during the progression of a disease. Extremities may be cold from the lack of circulation with possibly feel regional pain. But in severe cases, life-threatening seizure and stroke may strike the patient. This is why arteriosclerosis is considered as a dangerous disease.
Eating food high in fatty contents will likely result in cholesterol buildup in the arteries. Prolonged plaque accumulation narrows the arteries and may lead to various diseases. One can suspect arteriosclerosis in the case of increased cholesterol levels and neutrophilic lipid concentration in the hemanalysis test. Narrowing and hardening of the blood arteries cause the onset of cardiovascular disease, hypertension, stroke, and so on.
Lipid deposit in the arteries directly causes arteriosclerosis. Western medicine approaches the treatment by lowering the cholesterol level by either giving an injection or drugs. Sometimes, the arteries are cut open to scrape off the plaque buildup for an easier passage. Then how does Oriental medicine approach the treatment for the arteriosclerosis?
This is aged platicodon root, used for the treatment of arteriosclerosis and stroke. Aged platicodons are grown for over 20 years. Normal platicodon roots are thin like these shown here, and usually decay after 3 years.
보통 2년에서 3년 정도 지나면 이 도라지는 일반적으로는 썩게 됩니다. 그런데 이 도라지는
But the aged platicodon is replanted after 3 years for several cycles, so they are able to grow for about 24 years. Platicodon roots are able to grow without rotting if the roots are replanted on yellow clay vegetation fields. These roots are called longevity platicodon.
이 장생 도라지에는 약 18종 정도의
There are as many as 18 types of saponin in the aged platicodon. The saponin component lowers the serum cholesterol and neutrophilic lipid concentration and loosens up hardened arteries. It can be taken by drinking the extract after decoction.
그다음에 이것은 이 장생 도라지를 분말한 것입니다. 이것은
Another way is for it to be freeze-dried into a powder.
유효 성분들이 파괴가 되지 않고
The advantage of replantation is that all the constituents of the roots are preserved.
티스푼 하나 정도를
Dissolve 1 spoonful of the powder in a cup of water and drink after a meal.
식후에 드시게 됩니다.
It's quite tasty and doesn't have any side effects.
몸에 부작용도 특별히 없습니다.
Invisible energy, known as qi or life force, flows within the meridian. When the flow of qi is obstructed, an acupuncture needle is inserted to invigorate the circulation of qi. The point known as baekhui is at the top of the head. When you connect the vertex of both ears, it's the meeting point at the top.
부분으로 올라가서 맨 가운데인데요.
Insert a needle here and give stimulation by rotating the needle laterally.
자극을 줍니다. 침을 좌우로 돌리면서 자극을 주고요.
Another point, called pungji, is located about 3 centimeters behind the earlobe, at the height of the point of the mastoid.
자, 편안하게
Insert a needle at this point and give stimulation.
끼고 여기에 또 자극을 줍니다. 그다음에 이쪽 이 귀 뒤쪽에 풍지혈이라는 자리에 자극을
This point is injung, located between the nose and the mouth.
또 자극을 주고요.
And this point is sungjang.
여긴 승장혈이라는 자리입니다. 여기는 합곡이라는
This point, hapgok, is located in the flesh between the thumb and the index finger.
는 부분이 있는데 이 부분이 바로 합곡이라는 혈자리입니다.
The human body has four basic points, which are sometimes called the four gates of the body.
사관이라고 하는데
Normally, mild stimulation is given to these points, but people with paralysis and sensory impediment are given strong stimulation.
나이가 있는 분들은 상당히 깊게 강한 자극을 주기도 합니다.
This point is taechung, located on the dorsal surface of the foot at the angle between the metatarsals of the big toe and second toe. If the circulation of qi or the circulation system has a problem, a prescription must be given.
태충 혈자리를 반드시 우리가 처방을 하게 됩니다. 일반적으로
Taking a prescription for about a month will drop the cholesterol level by 20 to 30 on average.
떨어지는 걸 볼 수가 있습니다.
Arteriosclerosis patients are able to regain the body balance through acupuncture treatment and herbal medicine. And therapies such as moxibustion and aromatherapy are combined for the synergy effects with the conventional treatments.
Moxibustion, a natural herb such as mugwort, is heated to warm the affected area, which promotes healing efficacy by increasing the leukocyte counts in the area and by improving the yang energy of the body.
A moxibustion with mugwort leaves is used for treating the arteriosclerosis. There are basically three sizes of moxa, and the proper size is determined depending on the patient's condition and the treatment purpose. Moxibustion is done on two locations, above and below the umbilicus. Chemical effects and the heat generated from the mugwort are effective for treating the arteriosclerosis. Aromatherapy is another commonly used treatment method besides moxibustion. Aromatherapy uses an essential oil extracted from the plant. A fragrance stimulates the brain to enhance the blood circulation. We'll come to a conclusion with a side note. No matter how well the treatment is done, it's not complete without a proper diet. Food high in fat and salt content should be strictly restrained. High sodium concentration in the blood will constrict the blood vessels to worsen the situation. Thank you, and please tune in again next time for another exciting show.